What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Today, you're going to be watching some Splitgate gameplay. Yes, I have finally broken from the Call of Duty curse of being addicted to Call of Duty, I guess, and I've branched out into playing another game. Obviously, this is Splitgate. If you haven't heard of it, you've probably been living under a rock or have not been having access to the internet recently, because Splitgate has taken the internet, specifically the FPS genre, by storm. It is not a new game. Some of you may not know that this game came out in, I think, 2019, maybe 2018, and it was a game. It was fine, everything like that. It was a beta and everything, but it started getting traction again. I don't know why exactly. I think some big YouTubers maybe started playing it. Maybe people were just sick of Warzone hackers or whatever. I don't know exactly the reason, but yeah, it is fun. It is here, and honestly, like, I didn't think I would like it as much as I do, but obviously, you can tell I like it a lot from me being able to make a video on it when I'm particularly a Call of Duty channel. So definitely let me know in the comment section down below before I even get started on the video. Do you think, or would you want to see more Splitgate gameplay? Do you want to see me talk about it more, or are you just pretty much just a COD fanboy? You only want to see Modern Warfare or Warzone or Cold War, whatever, maybe Vanguard news, whatever the case may be. Let me know in the comment section down below what you would prefer. If you don't want to see if you don't want to see Splitgate ever again, you let me know that in the comments. But while you're down there, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel, because I do appreciate that. Maybe this video draws in some Splitgate viewers, and maybe you guys enjoy the commentaries, and maybe you'll want to check out some COD stuff. I don't know. Let's get into my first impressions for Splitgate. Now, the gameplay you're watching, obviously, it's 2 games, and the reason is because each game is like between 4 to 7 minutes, so it's really easy to just hop on for 20 minutes and play a couple of games, and you'll be fine. That's your FPS fix. The most fun thing about this game, the most fun by far right now, is the matchmaking. Okay, devs have come out, the Splitgate devs have come out on TikTok or whatever, and they've specifically said, we want skill-based matchmaking, or matchmaking in general, to be loose, right? We don't want it to be sweat versus sweat when you get into the higher levels. Now, they did mention that they don't necessarily want people to be, I guess, stomped on. If it's your first game on, they don't want you to put against, Dr. Disrespect or Nick Merckx or whatever. They're not going to do that to you, which makes sense, right? It makes sense in my opinion. They don't want to scare people off. It's a new game, right? So you don't want to do that, but you also don't want it to be like, hey, if you get 20 kills and 2 deaths every game, you're not going to also face people who get that same 10 KD. That's just not fun. That's obviously what Call of Duty has been doing. You don't believe me? Go play Cold War for an hour and tell me I'm lying. So I mean, I've been playing this for days now, probably at least 3 to 4 days. Granted, I am a little late. I did get it a little late. I was on vacation, so that's part of it. Part of it also was the queue times why I was late. The queue times used to be terrible. Like, you'd have to sit in queue for like an hour and a half, an hour, and not many people wanted to do that. So they increased the server bandwidth or capacity or whatever. And so nowadays, when you hop on, like this past week, I've been hopping on, it takes maybe 5, maybe 10 minutes. And I think it'll only go up from there, because the devs realize that this is potentially a very successful game. Aside from the matchmaking, the next big thing that I like about this game is the enemies. You'll notice in the gameplay, just specifically watch this gameplay, or maybe the next one too, the enemies are super highlighted in red. You have to be blind to miss them, okay? This is a huge bonus, because when I play Call of Duty, especially in things like Warzone, you can't see people, you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand what the big deal is, especially in Cold War 2. You literally can't see people. They make it so people are miniature. They make it so they blend in, it just doesn't make sense. But in this game, you can tell specifically, okay, there's a big red guy or big red suit coming at me or aiming at me. There's a mini map and radar. You can see. It's great. They took everything that makes sense in FPS and put it together. Let's talk about my opinions on the movement. Personally, and if you've played with me, you already heard me say this multiple times. In my opinion, this game needs a slide. Some people think, the slide is gonna ruin it or whatever. People are gonna go too fast. I think this is a fast-paced, or potentially a very fast-paced game. Why not make it the fastest pace it could be, right? Why not include a slide? Why not include maybe not a slide cancel, but like, I feel like it's just missing it. You know, when you play like Titanfall, Apex, even Warzone now, like Call of Duty, you know you're supposed to slide. You know what I mean? Like, there's just an ability to slide, an option to. Why not do it? It's a bonus. It adds a skill gap, in my opinion. Some people think like, oh, maybe it's not a good idea because, you know, people will be abusing it or whatever. Maybe, but people are going to abuse the portals. They're going to abuse, you know, the footsteps or whatever in this game. So they're going to do whatever it takes to win eventually. I'm really nervous about people, especially, you know, YouTubers or whatever. I'm really nervous about YouTubers promoting, oh, these are the best jump spots, these are the best portal spots. And in my opinion, the game could easily be ruined in that case. And so I don't want that to happen because I like this game. You know, I don't want to see this game get super sweaty really quickly, you know. Sadly enough, even on my like third day playing, I started noticing like, hey, some of these enemies are shooting back a little too good. Some of these enemies are knowing where I am before I know where they are. You know, I'm starting to notice like, yeah, we're not playing bots anymore. We're actually facing off some decent people, and that's fine. I don't mind it because, you know, the next couple of games you face off against noobs again. Like, that's what casual modes, which is the modes I've been playing, that's what it should be. And speaking of modes, let's talk about modes next. As of now, they have different modes. You know, shoddy snipers, they got team deathmatch, there's like a uplink from Black Ops 3, there's like a mode like that. I don't have any particular fan favorites. I think I do like the shotgun snipers one probably the best, although I'm not great at it. I think they're fine. You know, I think that they need new modes, and I think it'd be cool if you could use certain guns, like maybe not specific loadouts or whatever, maybe just make each gun the same loadout, right? The same 2x scope, the same no recoil or whatever, and then just have people duke it out in like a team deathmatch or a kill confirm, something like that. And that way people can kind of level up their guns. I did see that there was like gold camo opportunities and unlocks, so that's good because you definitely want to keep a grinder's perspective in mind when you're designing an FPS, because a lot of people play these games just for the camos or just for the grind. And so, I mean, I'm just saying because I'm one of them, but I've been talking a lot. I like this game. You know, if you couldn't tell already, I like this game. I'm playing it a lot. Do I think it can beat Call of Duty? No, because quite frankly, it's too simple right now. You know, even though I've been playing for a couple of days now, I can already see the cracks in which, like, okay, you know, we played on this map enough, or we used this game mode enough. You know, I played against this guy before. You know, I can kind of see it already. You know, this game does need content, and I'm not saying it's not going to get content. Like, as of now, it's just not there yet to dethrone Call of Duty. It could, you know, I'm not saying it won't ever, but it could. It not easily, but it very possibly could dethrone Call of Duty purely based on the matchmaking system. I think the matchmaking really saves this game as of right now. You know, I'm not into Halo. For those of you guys who know, I haven't played Halo before. I haven't played Portal before, but I like the gun mechanics. I like the fact that people stand out. I like the matchmaking. I like the fact that the games are quick. I like the fact that there's a gold camo. You know, it's a lot of things that I like in the game. I like the movement. I like the time to kill even, you know, a lot of things. There's, you know, people say like, oh, just play Halo if you like all this stuff. I mean, there's certain things about Halo that I dislike, part of which is the movement, part of which is the fluidity, the time to kill. And don't get me wrong, I'm not super fluid at this either. A lot of these games that you're watching, I portal back and forth for like a couple of minutes before realizing what I'm doing. You know, like I'm not, you know, familiar with these maps or these guns or the movement or anything like that. You know, I'm still learning just like you probably. But I'm down to, you know what I mean? Like I'm down to learn. I'm not necessarily looking it up on YouTube like, oh, what's the best gun? How do I unlock the rocket launcher like as soon as I can? Like I don't really care, you know, I'm just messing around, just having fun with it, you know? And I think sadly enough, YouTubers could potentially just ruin a lot of the fun. That's one of my biggest fears for this game. I hope it doesn't happen, but you know, if it does, it does. Anyway, I pretty much rambled on. Oh, I have one more thing to talk about. Sorry, not done with the video just yet. One more thing. I think a lot of people in the comments might ask me my opinions on the portals. You know, people who watch this channel are pretty much Call of Duty players. They want to know, are the portals annoying? You know, is it tough or whatever? I will say that they add a huge skill gap, because if you can take advantage of the portals and know where to pop out, when to pop out, how to abuse them, you know, you have a huge advantage advantage, because it's all about positioning and flanking. You'll see that people in this gameplay that I'm playing against, even me myself, we're like me and them, we're not really using the portals to the full advantage. I'm still playing it like a boots on the ground Call of Duty, honestly. But if you want to take a full advantage, I think people will end up kind of abusing the portal system, kind of like how in Fortnite, people kind of ended up abusing the building system, and it ended up being more about building than shooting. And I really hope that does not happen to Splitgate, because I'm a fan of Splitgate. I am. I think it's fun. I think it rewards good players, and even bad players, they probably can stomp on some people too eventually. I mean, you could say I'm a bad player, who knows? But anyway, that's pretty much it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.